Okay, so let's have a quick look at getting these 10,000 modular pieces out into Unreal. So, so basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just save this level out. So this is the default level from the third-person adventure creator or whatever, third-person something adventure. Anyway, so if we go to I made my own folder, always make your own folders, you know where your own files are. Let's call it levels. So I've got a static meshes folder under Andy. Let's put a levels folder. Let's call it medieval test. It's probably going to say I can't put an underscore in, maybe. Medieval. Keep thinking of the medieval dead. So we're in that room now. So what I want to do is let's just Control C, Control V. So just extend this light mass out so that the LADs work. I don't know what this one is. That's the two light mass importance volumes. Okay, I don't know why they're there, but let's just. So I'm just making sure that I've expanded the light mass importance volume so that we still get our lights working and calculating. So here's the player start. If you look over there. So I'm just going to move that over there to a blank area so we can use this. And the reason I'm keeping this here is so that I can just copy and paste elements out into the new area that I'm creating. So let's just test it. And in the meantime, while it's doing that, let's just have a look at, again, very hard to move between packages without pressing the wrong keys all the time. So if I export this now into Unreal, the pivot point or the origin will come in. The actual origin of the scene is, if you can see, it's here. And so what I want to do is, if I export this now, this as an FBX, it'll take the origin from the origin of the scene, which is mildly irritating. But a quick way of fixing that is to, if you go up and expand, if you're on modelling over here and you go up and expand this out, you've got a reset origin transform tool up here that you can actually type it in. So if I go 0, 0, 0 and then press enter, so that now, if I can remember which package I'm in and press the correct keys, got a bit sticking out the back there I don't need, so let's just have a look. Don't know why that's there. Get rid of those while I'm here. So now the origin is at 0, 0, 0, so what I can do is, if I go to object mode and I select that, we can see the pivot point is in the correct place. So what I need to do now is go export, no, not export all, pressed it too quickly, Andy, export selection. So I've already done this, so I've got a naming convention starting with arch, so I'm going to make sure that I know, so it'll be arch door, arch wall, arch bookcase, so that I know exactly which modular piece I am referring to. So leave all this as it is. You don't want your animation, you don't want any, obviously don't want any lights, which it keeps trying to export for some unknown reason, and you want to embed your media. So overwrite that, yes thanks. So yeah, that's fine. So we've started in the right place in the level. If you remember, I was just testing that it started in the correct place. So back to Andy, static meshes. Let's have a look where I've exported it to. Very exciting. So I've got it in here. So I'm just going to drag that in. Import all, should all be fine. Yep. Remember, Z is up in Unreal for some unknown reason. Okay, so we've got all this in here, so we drag that in there like so. So it's tiny for some reason, and it's just calculating the texture. So if we look here, we can see that we've got a weird transparent texture. So let's just open up, double click on the material. And so if we look down here, we've got a blend mode translucent, which we don't want, we want opaque. So there's probably some other fixes we could do here, but basically change this to opaque, save that. And for it to reset in the main window or the main project, you need to close that, and then there you go. So that's the first import. So you need to do that for all of them. I'm presuming, looking at the scale of this, it probably needs to be it's probably multiplied by 10. Perhaps not. That is the size of the universe. Okay, so anyway, that just shows you how to bring in your models correctly. Thanks.